Hello and welcome to my very first YouTube video. This is my third take at it, and I think I keep losing bits and pieces on the way through, so hopefully this will be the final time that I have to do voiceovers and there will actually be some video left for you to see. Today I'm scrapbooking these three photos of a beautiful sunset on Moreton Island, which is a little island off of Brisbane in Australia. We went there for a family holiday in the last school holidays, September, October. Today's the 1st of January 2017, so that was a couple of months ago now. I'm lining the photos up here. Thought I might try to get the horizons to line. I quite often see Ossa do that, and they always look really nice. Geez, I think it's Ossa anyway. But yeah, no, I just could not get them to look quite right. So I fluff around this way and that way, and one format after another, but finally get there. So this was my original thought. I initially thought that I would have them in this format, maybe make it a little grid of some description. Always find it a bit hard to scrapbook three photos, especially when two are sort of in a landscape and one is in portrait. Makes it a little bit trickier. But as you see, I'll keep working away at it and come up with a design that I really like. It doesn't help that I notice one of the two smaller photos, is slightly smaller than the other one, which really does annoy me. So I end up, you can see it just there. It's not much, but it's enough to annoy me. So I end up grabbing the scissors or the trimmer and I trim it down to make them the same size. And I'm happy after that happens. Here we go, and peeling that off the backing because I printed these photos without a border, and I generally mount most of my photos with a border, with a white border. Let me just tell you a little bit about who I am. My name's Cynthia. I live in Tasmania, which is a state of Australia. I am married and have one beautiful 7-year-old. He will be turning 8 this year. And obviously, because it's the 1st of January, so he must be turning 8 if he's 7 currently. Anyway, moving on, stating the obvious. As I said, yes, I'm married. I have one 7-year-old boy. My husband has two grown children, a 36-year-old daughter and a 33-year-old son. His son is married and has two children. In fact, had their second little daughter just a few days ago, so which is super exciting. Can't wait to get over. They live in Melbourne, so can't wait to get over there to get some nanny cuddles in. Right, back to the layout. So this is pretty much the design that I end up with. So the stripe down the side and these three photos very similar here, not quite so overlapped, but very close to this design. And then I just make my clustering around the two edges. Tapping of the fingers, tap, tap, tap. Getting the gesso out here. As always, the lead's stuck, so I get out my trusty little hammer to tap around the edge, which helps loosen it up. And then I put the gesso down. It's clear gesso, so I can see the background. I quite like using clear gesso, but this brand that I have, and it's the only brand that I've brought, is a real gritty texture. Sometimes I like that and sometimes I don't. Today it obviously hasn't bothered me because I just keep ploughing on, drying it out before I get out my mixed media. Today I am going to use some gelatos. I'm not a big user of gelatos. I generally have troubles using them, but for some reason or other, I don't know whether it was the fact that I knew I was filming, so I just had to keep ploughing on. I just pulled them out and went with the flow, and I really liked the way it turned out. So maybe this filming is more of a good thing than a bad thing. I was quite unsure about how it would all turn out. We did try to see what colours the gelatos were to be able to tell you the colours, but couldn't actually see the name on them. So I use a orange, a pink, and a bright yellow. I did and ah whether I should use the paler yellow, but did go with the bright one and really happy I did. It stands out very nicely on the page. It's not too bright. I think the light colour would have really just disappeared into the background. Now I've got to keep an eye on this video clip because when I record, and I don't know whether this will always be the way, my phone records in 33-minute blocks and then it stops and starts again automatically. But as I've sped this up to 4 times speed, because it did initially take me an hour and a half to complete the layout, I have a couple of joins, and every time it comes to the end of one section and goes to start the next section, it doesn't automatically keep going in 4 times the speed. So I have to make sure I stop it and go again. Don't know if you heard that, but that was my dog poking its head in to see what was going on. Heard some talking. So I think that background looks quite nice with this sunset. Complements the colours very nicely. Hang on. Just I know now which way did I have it? Well, let's me try it this way, but no, I do go back to the initial way. How is everyone out there? Is all going well? Everyone have a good New Year, good Christmas. Hope Santa come to everyone. I'm just going through my ephemera pack here. As you can see, I store my ephemera by colour. Yes, so here I head off to get a couple of toothpicks so I can make a couple of more leaves to go there on the left-hand side. And as you see, I'm gone for quite some time, so I couldn't edit this out. I'll get there one day. But I grabbed the toothpicks out of the cupboard, turn around, and next thing I know, I have 200 odd toothpicks on the ground. So I'm over there busily picking them up off the floor at the moment. Hopefully I won't be too long. Yes, I definitely need to improve. Oh, here I am, giving you the thumbs down there to say, not good, but I'm back. So what I'm going to do here is use my washi tape to make those leaves, I guess you call them, on the right hand side. I'm going to make a couple more. I watched a YouTube video, I'm pretty sure it was by Tori. She has a channel on YouTube here. Lovely lady, can't think of her last name at the moment. I'm sure it was her that made these on one of her DIY videos. So I just put some washi tape around a toothpick, cut them into the shape of the leaves or feathers, whichever what you want to use them for, and then just cut some little slits in the side, ruffled them up, and there you go, we have them. So I had a couple left over, but decided I want a couple of more.
So I'm going to make another one. The first one I threw aside or set aside as it wasn't quite the right colour. So I've grabbed another washi tape from the same set and going to make another one. Cut it away, put some slits into the side or some little marks, grooves down the edge to give it some texture to make it look like a leaf. Add my toothpick and then go to put it on the page, and the moment I do that I realise it's too big and I need to cut it again. So just put those slots in the side, ruffling it up again, and in it goes. And very happy with that, really like the way that's looking. Now I just need to decide on what else is going to go somewhere. Thought I'd use that umbrella, but no, that wasn't going to work. I'm going to glue things down, using my trusty hot glue gun. Use my hot glue gun for most of my gluing. Occasionally I use double-sided tape. I generally use double-sided tape on the back if I'm going directly onto photos or anything that's going to touch the photos. Other than that, it's the hot glue gun. Now I need to find something else to go down there. On the bottom of those, I put that little one there, decide straight away that's far too small, so I take that off and start my battle with the title. So my title is on a piece of plastic, I guess they call it, and it was well and truly stuck to the plastic, and as I was trying to pull it off, the plastic was tearing and I was nearly tearing the actual words themselves. But I managed to get it off and it's down, and my title is Life is Good, which it is, and it was very good when we spent this week on the island, where we did a lot of snorkeling, walking along the beach, swimming, a bit of quad bike riding, stand-up paddle boarding. You know, there's just so many activities there you could do. We wasn't bored, that's for sure, so I had a wonderful time while I was there. Charlie's daughter came over and spent 3 or 4 days with us, or 4 or 5 days, and her flatmate come and joined us for a night as well, which was really good. Was going to use those sequins there, but they are the wrong colour. Now I already got those sequins from a prize pack that I won from Caitlin Clay, I think her name was. Hopefully. I should actually check these names before I start sprouting off who the people are, so hopefully I get them all right. She had a competition for reaching so many subscribers, I believe, and I was lucky enough to win, and I received those in the pack, along with that hello tag you can see down there in the left-hand corner, but neither of them make it to this video. Now I'm popping up this little arrow just to fill in some space down there to give it a bit of dimension, a bit of movement. Really liking the way that's looking. Tapping the fingers because I know I've got to do the journaling and what do I write. I would have edited this out, but my editing skills are not there yet, so you're going to sit and watch. Thankfully I don't write a lot, I just write the sunsets on Morton Island were spectacular. October 2016. Put that there and promptly take that off. Don't like that. So I'm still looking around. I pull out these gold stickers. Absolutely loved these stickers when I brought them. But then when I go to use them, I find them very big, so I struggle to use them. But I've just lately started trimming them down to make them a bit smaller. So I cut this one up and stick it down, and it says something like, what a perfect day, wonderful day, my sort of day, something perfect day. I did say I would have the layout beside me so I could see what it says, but here I am narrating the video and no layout in sight. So hopefully you can see what it says. Definitely had the word day in it and definitely had the word perfect in it. Here's another one of those labels on this side. I think this one says documented. Start to look really happy. Rubbing the fingerprints off, getting rid of the spider webs left by the hot glue gun. Out comes the wood veneer. Just the finishing touches now, so I'll put those down and that will pretty much be the end of it. So I put in a couple of butterflies and that little birdie that sits up there on the word stickers, and finished. So I'd like to thank everyone very much for sticking with me this far. Hopefully the sound's okay. I have recorded it many times, I have to say, but I think I'm happy with how it's all turned out. So thank you very much. Everyone have a wonderful 2017, and hopefully I will be talking to you soon with another process video. Bye. Bye again. Still bye. Bye-bye.